just a disclaimer real quick. The information that I'm about to give is primarily for my students at Cesar Chavez High School. If you are not one of my students and you're watching this video right now, some of the information that I give could overlap with some of the information from your other teachers. But if you are not one of my students, I would highly suggest that you check in with your respective teachers so that they can let you know how the extension of the school closure will affect your classes specifically. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I had my students send me messages with questions that they had regarding the extension of the school closure. So I'm going to be looking down because I have some notes here. And starting off with the first question. The school closure has been extended to the rest of this academic school year. So that means that we will not physically be returning back to school for the remainder of the school year. So we are going to finish off this academic school year using online distant learning. Which brings me to the next question. I had a student ask me, do we still have to do the work? Yes. So prior to the school closure, all of you should have received some kind of packet from your teachers. With respect to my students specifically, you still are expected to complete those assignments. While you will not be able to turn them in on April 14th, which was the original date you were supposed to turn them in, we're going to work around a different way for you to submit them without you having to physically go to school. All right, so then next question, will you receive more work? Yes. You primarily should have been doing review during this time. All of the calendars that I gave to my Algebra 1 and Algebra 2 classes were primarily review. From April 14th moving forward, you all will be responsible for learning new content and covering things that we may have not done in class. So we are going to be using a platform that is called Edgenuity. I'll give you a little bit more information about that once myself and other teachers have figured it out. Today we had a Zoom meeting with all of CCHS staff, and we had a training so that we could really understand how this website works, and so that we need to understand it first before we give you a little bit more information about it. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, so as of right now, don't worry about the new work, okay? Make sure that you focus on completing the assignments that you were supposed to complete up until now, and more information about the new assignments will be coming soon, okay? So thank you for your patience on that. Another question, how will this affect grades? So as of right now, you also should have received a scholarship warning that was sent a few weeks ago, and that was your grade as of like right before we went on this school closure. All of the assignments that you all have received on the calendar will be going into the gradebook. I'll be actually making another video right after this one to let you all know how you all are going to be turning in those assignments to me without having to go to school. So your grades will still be fluctuating, and they'll be changing depending on the assignments that you are doing. So you do need to make sure that you are staying up to date with the assignments that are assigned to you, not only in my class, but in every single one of your classes. Oh, I got a question on final exams. So given that schools will be closed for the rest of the school year, final exams will have to be online as of right now. Do I have all of the information as to exactly how that's going to happen, how it's going to look? No, because we haven't gotten there yet. Finals are typically in June, and we are just beginning April. Sorry, I don't know if y'all can hear that. What was I saying? Oh, finals. Finals are in June. We're in the beginning of April. So as of right now, all that I know is that finals will have to be online. Exactly how it's going to work, that is to be determined. Okay, so one thing I will say, now more than ever, it is important that you are staying in contact with your teachers. I cannot stress it enough, especially once we get to April 14th. All work will be online. That means your warm-ups, your note-taking, your assignments, your tests, your quizzes, all of it will be online. And teachers will be able to monitor you, will be able to help you, will be able to have Zoom meetings with you to provide additional help if you need it. But it's really, we're really looking to our students to make sure that they are self-disciplined and make sure that they themselves are setting aside time every single day to make sure that they are logging into their Edgenuity account and doing the assignments. So let me see if I can show you what an outline would look like. Let's see, make this small. Okay, so for my Algebra 1 students, this is what the outline could look like for the rest of the year. It's still, so yeah, so this is an example. So say for example, like this is the unit that you would start off with. It has your topic, it has some guided notes right here on the side. It has a warm-up for you to complete and you would click on it. It has a video. Then it has some more instruction where you're really learning whatever the topic is. It has a summary, 2 assignments assigned to it, and a quiz. And then it moves on to the next topic, warm-up, instruction, summary, assignment, quiz. And then you move on to the next unit. And so like the assignments can vary depending on the topic, but it just keeps on going. And then you can see all of the topics. It even has a unit test on there. And you can see all of the topics that you are expected to complete by the end of the school year. So even though schools are closed, school is still in session, okay? Learning is still in session. We still need to continue to learn this material, and I am here, and all of your teachers are here to support you in doing so. That being said, I do want to commend all of you and thank all of you for being very patient, for logging into your emails when I ask you to, for going into Teams when I ask you to. Even for those of you that have been struggling with it and you ask me questions about it, okay, that's great. Okay, that is what we want. We want to be able to communicate with all of you. Because once we get to this part right here, you all need to know how to reach out to us, okay? So that's all that I have for this video. I didn't get any more questions, I don't think. Yeah. So if you have any further questions, how do I make this bigger? Okay, you know what? I give up. If you have any other questions, please send me a remind message. And also, I know a lot of students have been relying on their phones to log into their email, to go into Teams. That is fine. But once we get to Edgenuity, this website that we're on right now, you need to have a laptop. If you do not have a laptop at home, our district is providing laptops to all of you. Okay, you need to make sure that you get in contact with the school and you let them know that you need a laptop and they will provide one for you. Okay, they also are trying to provide Wi-Fi hotspots for all students. So say you get the laptop but you're like, Miss, I don't have internet. The district is also trying to provide hotspots for students who do not have internet access at home. Okay, so please take advantage of these resources. They're there to help you. We are there to help you. And yeah, so I'm gonna start my next video now. Hope this was helpful, and I'm going to end this now. Oh, I always forget that this is the button. Bye.